We're now joined by Lee Barnes, the VP of Business Development at FreeRangeXR, and he's here to tell us a little bit about extended reality experiences. So, for those not familiar, can you go ahead and explain what XR is and the difference between virtual and augmented reality?
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Hannah. So I like to level out by starting with, I ask usually a question for the audience, and that's the first question is what's the difference? So augmented reality is you still see the real world around you. We just put digital overlays or digital twins in front of you. And usually the hardware that's used for that technology are mobile phones or tablets. But you can also use glasses or visors, and something like the Microsoft HoloLens. Now with virtual reality, we put you inside the headset and we can transfer you to anywhere, right? So we can make the experience, well, unbelievable. Yeah,
that's exactly what it sounds like. I feel like a lot of people have been experiencing that with some of the technology that is here today. So what are some of the benefits of XR technology and how is it being used in the energy and petrochemical industries that are so prevalent here in Houston?
Another great question. So the use cases are almost endless. So we work with any industry, oil and gas, manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, mining, tourism, sports, anything you can think of, we can build a simulation around it. The use cases we're focused on for oil and energy are workforce development training, upskilling, but there's also safety. There's also what's called knowledge transfer. So a lot of the guys that are working out there in the plant, they're going to get that gold watch and they're going to leave after 30 years and all that knowledge is going to walk right out the door. So what we do is we take that knowledge, we put it in a simulation, so now all the young people can experience what that 30 years of knowledge is like. The other thing that they like in the industry is a lot of contractors come in to work at their plants and they want validation that they know what they're doing, right? So they'll provide credentials, but they don't really have a way to know that they're going to be able to do these certain tasks and they're going to be working with multi-million-dollar equipment. So right now you can put them in a simulation and they can see how they perform. So those are some of the benefits of the technology.
That's incredible. Where was this 10 years ago when I was starting off and needing to be trained on all the things we train on? This is incredible. So how is XR technology, I guess, a little bit different from traditional learning? You've kind of already gotten into that, but it really is different and helpful.
Great question. Yes, I get this all the time. So it's not meant to take the place of traditional learning. You still have the same curriculum. You still have instructor-led training. You still watch your e-learning videos. It's just that hands-on portion where you typically would go out and practice these activities maybe in the warehouse or out in the parking lot. Now you can do it in the simulation, but the difference in simulation is you can do things that you can't do in real life. So things that are dangerous, risky, or expensive, you can practice in a safe environment.
So why FreeRangeXR and how do customers benefit from working with y'all?
Well, that's another great question. So a secret that a lot of people don't know is our sister company, Free Range Games, is a video game company. So they make high-end AAA video games for like Activision, Sony, Epic, PUBG, and they've been doing it for over 20 years. So we benefit from having all of the artists, sound engineers, technicians, and programmers all work on our side, on the enterprise side. So we get all of the benefits of the same game engines that are used to create video games are used to create the simulations on our side. So that's a big benefit for working with us.
Well, where can people go for more information if they're interested in using this?
The best way is to track us down on the web. You can find us at www.freerangexr.com.
Well, perfect. I think a lot of people are going to be interested on seeing exactly what we're talking about. So we're going to see what it's like when we put the headsets on here in a second.